All right, boys, we're here with break number 362. Going to open up some top loaders here to get them ready for the break. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to dispose of that rabbit or bunny, whatever you want to call it, unfortunately. I'm pretty sure he was already rigor mortis. And he was pretty stiff in general. So I think we got a fox or two in the neighborhood, and I think the fox probably got him last night. Got some 55s, some sleeves. Oh. Alright. Get your autograph guesses in. Is going to have a chance at 6 autographs. I'm going to bring up the video and then we'll get rolling here. I guess I'm not sure if this was technically the release date for this Platinum Anniversary Edition Topps Chrome or not. I know people had it yesterday because it randomly got sent to shops yesterday, but I don't know the official release date was like a year ago. I was gonna say I had my mom actually had a dog whenever I was growing up that he was a like pit bull dachshund mix, and he would actually chase down groundhogs and try to get groundhogs, and they were like bigger than he was. Boy, got man, Cal Ripken Jr. here, Charm City, Ben Baller, Project 2020. Give him a nice rub on the boxes here for good luck for anybody that's new. I don't think we actually have any newbies in this one, which is a little disappointing. I like the growth. What I'd ask you guys for my regulars is invite people to the group. Maybe you got some friends that are in breaks that like to get in the group. I know Chris, I know Kyle's invited some people. I know Anthony came in from my brother-in-law who invited Hector, then Hector invited him, so it's kind of like a whole chain. But I think that's probably the best way to grow people that aren't assholes to join the group. I mean, I can always try to find people that are collect cards or whatever, or just growth of advertising. I know you guys have probably seen the ads on Facebook randomly that pop up in the while you're scrolling. It's like Charm City Collectibles or whatever. So I'm assuming that you might actually see that every once in a while, and that's how we do get some people in the group. I'm sure there's a person maybe in this break that joined the group this way. For the most part, I feel like an insurance agent half the time, and I just cold message people on Messenger or whatever else, and be like, hey, I see you like sports cards. Do you have any interest in joining a break group? And see how that goes, especially if we have mutual friends. But good luck to everybody. 1 autograph per pack. These packs are kind of not... the boxes aren't as big as I thought they would be, but they are big. I don't know. They're like... They condense a lot of cards in one little box. Because it's 1 autograph. It doesn't really have the... I think the odds are on the pack. It's 1 autograph per box, and then it's 24 packs, so it's just like the actual hobby box for regular Topps Chrome. So we'll do 4x24. We'll do 6 packs at a time. It does have the 52 or 57. I mean, so I'm actually, I don't know. Shouldn't probably tell you because then I'll get bombarded with more emails. I was going to say, I actually am licensed to sell insurance in the state of Maryland, but that's a whole different story. And I'm actually like a huge proponent of universal life insurance, but that's a whole different issue. Universal whole life insurance, and I think there's good benefits to it, but we're not going to get into that as I'm not here to sell you insurance. We got Billy Williams to start us off for the Cubs. Tommy La Stella. Alex Kirilloff. And we have Rafael Furcal, the speedster from the Braves. And that is just, I guess, a teal wave that's not numbered. Is this just the base, like, insert parallel for this? Furcal going to the Braves. Jason Turk. Interesting. Interesting. There will be a bunch of shipping that goes out tonight, as well as there's already been shipping out. So you might be getting a package maybe today or tomorrow, and then I'm going to ship out the rest of the stuff, including the select. It won't be this break or Bowman break last night, but everything else will be shipped out. It's already packaged up. I just got stuck at work in that meeting, so I didn't actually get a chance to come home and print out the labels and drop it off to the post office. We got Tyson Miller, Brian Garcia, Brandon Workman. Yeah, gotta love impromptu meetings where they develop 4 new projects. We are going to have a refractor Mark McGuire that has a dinged up corner for the Athletics. We have Jim Tomei, Aramis Ramirez, Carl Yastrzemski, Hideki Matsui, Brooks Robinson, JT Realmuto, Carlos Martinez, Lamet, Hayes, Pache, Whitey Ford, Mendick, Carew, Tony Perez, Tapia, and Walker. So the checklist for these cards are wild. I think that the Walker is actually a refractor. It's like the Chrome Heritage you've always wanted that you just don't get because they don't make it. It does have a crazy amount of parallels. I haven't watched any openings because I just haven't had time, but overall I think it's an interesting product. I have 2 more cases in a light case coming for sure. I might try to get my hands on some more of it. I'm definitely going to try to keep a case for mixers in general because I think it's a good product for mixers. We've got Jose Quintana, Ron Guidry, however you say his name, Escobar, Marquez on the refractor, Dubon, Arenado, Matt Chapman, Hunter Dozier, Godot for the Orioles, Lavera, Zito, good old Barry Zito, Joey Bart, Dave Roberts, Mike Schmidt, Clint Frazier. We have Vladimir Guerrero Sr. on the top 70. It looks like almost like a money symbol. 88 out of 99 going to Robbie Coleman in the Nationals. When Vlad Sr. was like 165 pounds soaking wet before, he probably took steroids and just no one knew about it. Nice Vlad Sr. The Astros, Jordan Alvarez, who actually had a collision today. Paredes, Ryan Braun. Non-steroid edition. Going to the Brewers. Somebody grabbed them late. I think they were the last team claimed, right? Going to JJ. Ryan Braun will just put into the side. Fred Lynn on the refractor. Flaherty. Yu Darvish. Robin Roberts. Eddie Alvarez. Aparicio. Rodriguez, Bobby Abreu, Sean Doolittle for the Reds. This is going to be a 3 out of 199 on the blue mini diamonds. Former Nationals closer, now with the Reds. I guess he likes losing. The only reason I think anybody would want to play for the Reds. Whew. Am I right, Kyle, or am I right? I remember Kyle before the season started thinking that the Reds were going to be division contenders. Kind of like he thinks the Bengals are going to win the division again this year. Huh? We have, speaking of football, I'm going to run fantasy leagues in the pick'em like I did last year. Hopefully the activity for the pick'em will be a little bit higher than it was last year since we're like at almost double the amount of people because it was kind of, by the end of the year, it Jordan Heller and Billy Hopka going head-to-head pretty much on the pick'em. Archie Bradley. For $10 break credit, couldn't get anybody to do a free pick'em. Got Kenley Jansen, Willie Adames, Kyle Schwarber, Nick Madrigal, Martin Perez, Carlos Delgado, Paul DeYoung, Lynn, Charlie Morton, Bernie Williams, Pedro Martinez on the refractor, Gary Matthews, Brad Hand. We're going to have Sammy Sosa. We have the X Factor, Kerry Wood, or whatever this X refractor is. They have like that whole special Topps X special box every year. Mike, you are on drugs. Dwight Gooden by 2 games. Brad Keller. The Ravens probably win the division. Cabrera, Ryan Jeffers, Anthony Rizzo, and I hate saying that, Paul Goldschmidt, Matt Olson, and Brett Gardner. I don't want that to be the case, but I think that's probably what's going to happen. I personally think the Ravens, if they're healthy, are probably better. I think they have the secondary to lock down the Bengals. The big thing is if Joe Mixon has a good game against them, I don't think they can stop Joe Mixon. Like, I don't think they have the run defense. I think Patrick Queen's is soft. I don't think he's a great run stopper. Pablo Lopez, Braxton Garrett, Carlton Fisk, Caprillion, Mariano Rivera, John Schmaltz Aquino, and we're going to have Brandon Lowe on the autograph going to the Rays. I mean, I agree with him being overrated, but that's not the point. I mean, he does score points because they run the football, and they run the football well. They hold on to the ball. We got Herzog, Hosmer, Valverde, Ona, Heuer, Fred Lynn, Ken Griffey Sr., Griffin Cannon, Wade Boggs, Derek Lee, Andrus, and Carlos Correa. Man, you can go down memory lane with some of these guys. So once the shipment goes out tonight, I'll be pretty much caught up on shipping. So we'll get, like, these will be out by Friday along with the Bowman break from last night. So, and anything I break tomorrow, I'll get out Friday too. Probably take the entire day Saturday off. That doesn't mean I won't post anything and fill it because we'll break it. What I'll do is we'll try to fill stuff Saturday, and then I'll break it Sunday afternoon when I get home. I was gonna say, but going up to my in-laws' house, I just don't feel like bringing cards up there and everything for one day on a Saturday because I'm driving up there Saturday and coming back Sunday early in the morning. So, like a 4th of July thing Saturday. So, take the day off. I don't think I take a scheduled day off in like a year. So, excuse me. I was gonna say we got Tony LaRussa, Mo Vaughn with the mean mug, Victor Robles, Yamamoto, Tim Salmon, Soto, Kiermaier, Aaron Nola on the refractor, Mark Burley, Aiken, Byron Buxton, Marwin Gonzalez, Cat, Walker, Earl Weaver. We have Lou Gehrig, Mercado, Starling Marte, J.D. Davis, Carlos Carrasco, Kelly, Wilhelm, Yates, A-Rod for the Mariners. Anybody that's watching on YouTube right now, if you're not subscribed, subscribe. If you're just watching, hit the like button. Maybe we can get some nice views on it. Definitely going to do a giveaway for get us up to at least 250 subscribers. Giveaway for that. DJ LeMahieu, Wills, Rick Farrell, Max Muncy, JD Martinez, Will Craig, Brandon Woodruff, Bryce Harper, JBJ, John Lester, Sean Green, Marcus Semien, Cole Hamels, throwback, A-Rod Orderisi, Dallas Keuchel on the refractor, Luis Patino, Mark Mulder, Dante Bichette. Look at him holding 3 bats. Good old Bo Bichette's daddy. We got Chris Davis, Alejandro Kirk, Zuber, Joe Carter, and we have a Luke Voit autograph for the Yankees. Going to Kyle Wellman. I don't know if Joe Burrow carves up defenses, man. He's such good wide receivers. Definitely has the best weapons in the league. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, and I don't think you find a better trio of wide receivers in the league in the last 5 years. On the same team, all pretty much in their prime. With Higgins, Boyd, and Chase. Plus, you got Joe Mixon, like the most underrated running back in the league. Dexter Fowler, Noah Syndergaard, that is a hideous picture. Mendick, Carlos Martinez, Woodford, Alfonso Soriano, Ford, Zach McKinstry on the silver refractor, Will Smith, David Wright, Ryan Mountcastle. I have Suter, Morris, Castellani, Justice Sheffield. We got a Zach Wheeler on whatever this orange is. That's going to be a 6 out of 25 on the orange. No. We get Zach Wheeler there on the orange going to Mike McGarity. Definitely not in the last decade. Last decade, Big Ben was at the back end of his prime. Nick Solak. Got Ketel Marte. Taylor Rogers. Franklin Colomb. It's going to be a 35 out of 75 to the Mets. The Mets are JT Hare. Clevenger, Kingery, Sale, and Braxton Garrett on the refractor. Don't be putting Joey B in the Hall of Fame already. He's still got a lot of game. He's still got a lot of football to play before he's a Hall of Famer. It's your damn mind. Ben Roethlisberger threw for like 5,000 yards like 3 years ago. I don't know, the same thing that Griffin Cannon's doing in the packs. I don't know what to tell you, bud. We literally have a Raphael for a call, and you're questioning why Scott Kingery's in there. You got Alan Trammell, Luke Weaver, Corey Kluber, the X-Refractor Alberto Mondesi, Raul Mondesi's son. I'm not bribing. What do you mean bribing up Roethlisberger? I'm not bribing him. We got Canha, Cole, Eddie Alvarez, Merrill Kelly for the Diamondbacks. Jared Walsh, Will Clark, Bobby Abreu, Roberts, Canning, Valdez, Kirilloff, Jim Cat, Pujols, Ali Sanchez, Matsui, Workman, Soler, Walker, Lamet, and Yastrzemski. I believe it's 600 cards, I think. The original checklist I looked yesterday was 500, but somebody showed me one today that was 600. The checklist is definitely large. There's no doubt in my mind about that. I think that's what makes it an interesting rip and break. I wouldn't say he was top 5. He probably top 7. Realistically. I have to remember in his generation you have Breeze, Manning, and Brady. All are better than he is. I guess you could argue that he's number 4, but that really depends. Where do you put Aaron Rodgers? Is Aaron Rodgers in his same generation? I would say he is, so that puts him at 5 automatically. It's just crazy how many Hall of Fame quarterbacks all played together. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head that's better than him, so I guess you could put him at the 5th spot. I was in, like, his generation of quarterbacks. Like, obviously he played with some overlap of Brett Favre, but they're not in the same generation of QBs. But yeah, Breeze, Manning, Brady, and Rodgers, I would say, are all in the same era. We have Justin Verlander, Daniel Johnson, Ryan McMahon, Vasquez, Glasnow, Abreu, Stanton. I have A.J. Pollock for the Dodgers, Mora, Urias, Mattingly, Mazeroski, Florial, Ryan Howard, Victor Gonzalez. We got Johnny Bench going to the Reds on the teal wave. Yeah, I mean, now you're going through a whole other generation of them, but I can't think, I mean, I guess you could argue that Matt Ryan's better than Ben Roethlisberger, but I think they're about the same, so I wouldn't necessarily put Matt Ryan above Big Ben. We have Josh Bell, Wilson Ramos, Hunter Renfroe, Don Sutton, Reigns, Nelson Cruz, Olivares, and Jake Cronenworth. And then, I mean, if you think about generations, like Russell Wilson's in between the two generations, so you can't really put Russ in Big Ben's, or you can't really put him in with the new guys. He's like his own little... Like, he's like the guy from, like, his 5-year period that he was drafted as the only guy. I don't know, man. Look at Matt Ryan's numbers. Some of his numbers are gaudy. Kyle Hendricks, Fergie Jenkins, Lou Gehrig, Byron Buxton, Evan Longoria, Satsugo, Carrasco, Earl Weaver, Thurman Munson. You want to talk about a guy that's snubbed out of the Hall of Fame. Matthew Boyd, Kirby Yates, J.D. Davis, Keuchel, Plesac, Kluber, Trey Turner, Ripken Jr., Jim Rice, Urias, Mazzara, Gallen, Lambert. Going to have Freddie Freeman. And for the Astros, we're going to have an 8 out of 100. I thought we were going to... I couldn't tell that was red or fuchsia, but I guess it's a fuchsia, not a red. Guess you could argue that. I mean, I guess not. See, I think Kurt Warner is before Big Ben's generation, so Yeah, I would say he's probably 5th in his generation. You could make an argument for Phillip Rivers, but Rivers never won anything, so that hurts. And Eli's just Eli. If you think about it, man, the generation he grew up in quarterback play-wise, really, really good quarterbacks. I mean, there might be 10 guys that are in the Hall of Fame that all had their prime around the same time, which is crazy. Got Edwin Diaz. For a wide receiver to be good, the quarterback has to get him the ball in the right spot. We got Xander Bogaerts, Vladimir Guerrero, Johnny Bench, Tony Gwynn, Lonnie Smith, David Ortiz, Jorge Polanco, Trevor Hoffman, Brandon Crawford, Mayo, Nick Anderson, because it doesn't matter how open you are, the quarterback can't get you the ball. Ask Demarius Thomas when he had Tebow compared to Peyton Manning those couple years. He went from being an above-average wide receiver to being the best wide receiver in the league for a 2-year period. We got Johnny Damon, Mitch White, George Kell, Yastrzemski, Adrian Beltre, Pedro Martinez, Jojo Ramiro. Nice Ryan Mountcastle, and I think this is going to be out of 50. I think this is supposed to be the gold wave on the Mountie. 29 out of 50 going to the Orioles. Because the thing about Burrow's wide receivers is the yards after catch. They're both in the top 15 yards after catch. That's why I make that argument. If guys are making sideline catches or catches on the sidelines or catching deep balls and falling down right away, I mean, that's the quarterback being a good quarterback. Medina, Daniel Bard, Marwin Gonzalez, Rocco Baldelli. No, I think Derek Carr is better than people think. I don't think that Joe Burrow doesn't get his wide receivers the ball. I just don't think Joe Burrow is a top 5 quarterback. I think he's very good, but I think he's like Matt Ryan. I mean, he's probably going to be a Hall of Famer, but he's not a guy where you're like, oh, this guy's the guy. We got Scott Rowland, Alberto, Jim Abbott, Santana, Nick Nelson. I just think that Herbert and some other guys that are better than he is in his generation. It's not my fault he plays in the same generation as Herbert and Mahomes. We got Jimenez, Garcia, Tyler Stevenson on the Prism Blue, 29 out of 99. Derek Carr hasn't had anybody to throw to. I mean, you still need somebody to catch the football. He's had Darren Waller, and that's it. Who's been his other wide receivers? He had a guy that ran his vehicle into somebody while he was drunk, and then, I mean, that was like the most talented wide receiver he's had to throw to. What talented wide receivers he had to throw to? Burt Belevin? Michael Kopech, Antonio Brown didn't even make it to the regular season. Lou Boudreau, Sachs, Santander, Mustakis, Nola, Garcia on the refractor. Oh, that is an auto. Hold on. Guys are right. That is a Tyler Stevenson rookie autograph. We have Jazz Chisholm, Zach McKinstry, Mark McGuire, Malik Smith, Hayter, Bunning, Edwin Encarnacion. I'll bring up the auto here 1 second. Seth Elledge. Yeah, that's a blue autograph on the Tyler Stevenson out of 99. Rookie auto. Sorry, caught me with the blue on blue. I didn't catch my eye right away. So you guys said something, so I apologize for that. I just think a great wide receiver can make an above-average quarterback look great. That's all. I just think Jamar Chase takes Joe Burrow to a different level of quarterback. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't think it's the other way around. I don't think Joe Burrow makes Jamar Chase a better wide receiver. Like, I think Jamar Chase is getting 1,000 yards receiving with any quarterback in the NFL that can halfway throw a ball. And I think he this year significantly helped Joe Burrow. On top of Tyler Boyd and T. Higgins are both, like, T. Higgins is probably a top 15 wide receiver in his own right. It's like that whole argument I had about Pete Rose. I don't think that Pete Rose is a bad hitter. I just think Pete Rose is overrated. Doesn't mean he's not a great hitter. Doesn't mean he can't be a top 20 hitter. I just don't think he's the best hitter of all time. We have Tanner Hoke, Chipper Jones, Lou Boudreau, Steve Sachs, Harrison Bader, Bieber, Nola, Mo Vaughn. I think that Kyle thinks I'm picking on him a little bit because they're both Cincinnati guys, and I didn't even put that together till right now. We got Max Fried. Like I said, Rose has nothing to do with the Reds. Rose is just, I've always had a beef with Rose. I think he's a great hitter. I just think there's guys that are better in the history of baseball. We got Turner, Mark McGwire, Malik Smith, Willie Calhoun, Ahmed, Edwin Encarnacion, Elledge, Alex Bregman, Shane McClanahan, Vladimir Guerrero, Johnny Bench. Like, this guy being in the lineup behind Pete Rose, like, I'd rather fucking pitch a Pete Rose than Johnny Bench. Johnny Big Hand Bench is going to hit bombs. Pete Rose ain't hitting no home runs. Taylor Widener, Blake Taylor, David Ortiz, and Alan Trammell. Like, I bet you T. Higgins sports cards would sell for way more if his rookie cards didn't say tight end on them. Because I definitely have quite a bit of his rookie cards, and they're all say tight end. I don't know why they say tight end. I don't know if he came in the league and they thought he was going to play tight end, kind of like Kyle Pitts, but... Oh, I think he's a hell of a baseball player. See, I think that's where my opinion's misconstrued. It's not that I think that Pete Rose is bad by any means. I think he's a Hall of Famer. I just think he's overrated even as a Hall of Famer. Jose Barrios, like Derek Jeter, which everyone agreed with. Tommy Edman, Bill Mazeroski, Stanton, Tant, nasty knuckleball. You want to talk about a guy that threw a nasty knuckleball and heat? This fucking guy. Whew. Gagne, Victor Gonzalez, Don Mattingly, Helton, Ozzie Smith, Renfro, Don Sutton, Jorge Posada, Joey Gallo, Olivares, Malik Smith, Jonathan Scope, Savali, Jim Abbott, Danny Santana Winker, Asuna, Jose Garcia, and we have a Franklin Colomb on the autograph going to the Mets. I would say that Drew Brees turned in many a wide receiver from nobodies to household names, and one of them is Marcus Colston. think you can make that argument. I think you can make that argument that Brett Favre turned Antonio Freeman into Antonio Freeman and Donald Driver to Donald Driver. It's hard to say if Marvin Harrison would have been as good without Peyton Manning or not, because their careers kind of overlapped each other almost 100%. Phil Rizzuto, Mike Piazza, Brian Reynolds, Dave Stewart, Josh Riddick. I would say Ben Roethlisberger turned a lot of wide receivers from no names to household names. Robinson Cano, Tommy Lasorda, Gaylord Perry. On the refractor, Casey Mize, Luis Garcia, Mazzara, Abreu Lindor, McCann, Urias, Nelson Cruz on the mini diamonds on the blue for the Twins. It's going to be 177 out of 199. Yeah, he turned Troy Brown into a household name. I think Peyton Manning made Dallas Clark close to Hall of Famer. We got Miguel Yajura, Reggie Sanders, Vasquez, Freeman, Alomar, Babe Ruth, McMahon, and Pete Alonso. Mike Wallace, Emmanuel Sanders, Antoine Randall L. Bob Gibson. Emmanuel Sanders was good with Peyton Manning. He hasn't been good outside of that. Bob Gibson, Trevor Story, Tyler Mayo. We have Ozzie Albies. I mean, can we count the season with Peyton Manning as a... He wasn't good in Buffalo. He was a disappointment in Buffalo. That's why I didn't re-sign him. Wallace was a number one wide receiver when he was with the Steelers because Antonio Brown was drafted 2 years after he was. David Peterson, Rocco Baldelli, Kel, Yastrzemski, Stever, Contreras, Iglesias, Romero, Seager, Mejia, Tommy John, Lonnie Smith, Tenace, Strange, Gordon, Diaz, Randy Dominic, I mean, his wheels didn't slow down. He just wasn't a good route runner in general. Darryl Strawberry, so the Ravens tried to bring him in, and Flacco would always overthrow him or underthrow him. Willie Mays, Bob Feller, Dominic Smith. Like, that was very much Ben Roethlisberger was very good at throwing a deep pass, and so was Joe Flacco. That was actually one of Joe Flacco's strengths. It's just him and Mike Wallace could never really get together. The real question is Kurt Warner as good as everyone thinks Kurt Warner was, or did Torrey Holt, Isaac Bruce, Marshall Faulk make him, and then Larry Fitzgerald allowed him to extend his career? That's the real question I want to know. Was Kurt Warner that good, or was he just had such good weapons that as long as he got them the football, they were going to make plays? Because I don't think I don't think he quarterbacked the team that didn't have a guy that's a Hall of Fame wide receiver. Sparky Anderson, Aroldis Chapman, Brandon Workman, Alex Kirilloff, Luis Garcia, Strasburg, Matsui, Carter Keyboon, Ken Griffey Jr., Mats Lamette, Yastrzemski, Brew Baker, Matt Foster, Mendick, Carlos Martinez, Eckersley, Marchand, Tapia, Whitey Ford, Benintendi, Springer, Caprillion, Babe Ruth on the refractor. All I gotta say is that Bengals and Ravens fan better not hope that Mitch Trubisky or Kenny Pickett does not fucking carve them up this year. There's gonna be a lot of shit talking. Kevin Millar, Cologne, Joey Bart, Matt Chapman, Adam Eaton, Mark Mathias, Abreu, Raciel Iglesias, Montez, McKay, Frazier, Zito, Conforto, Devin Williams, Eddie Alvarez, Robin Roberts, Campusano, Al Lopez. That's if we talk about a random person. Bobby Abreu. Then we got Drew Rasmussen, 151 out of 199 on the blue mini diamonds. I'm not a gambling man. I'll run the fantasy league and do that. That's about as much gambling as I do. I'll get in a line every once in a while to support guys that are in breaks here, that are, even if the lines are in other groups, I'll hop in other people's lines, but that's about it. I don't play poker anymore. I don't do any of that stuff. Oh, I was saying I was like, Bengals, expect more Ravens fans than anything, but I said Bengals and Ravens fans better hope that Trubisky doesn't carve them up this year. Got Fernando Tatis Jr., Kim, Delgado. That's not gambling. That's buying product and hoping for something good. Strange Gordon, because no matter what, I still get something. We got Ken Giles, Juan Marshall, Bernie Williams. We get Eduardo Escobar. Oh, wrong. Going to the Diamondbacks. And Joseph Semple. On the X-Fractor. Julian Merriweather, Swanson. Ryan Jeffers, Sammy Sosa, Daz Cameron, Anthony Rendon, Gardner, Cabrera, Santo, Arrieta, Olsen, Wilson Contreras, Steve Rogers, Means, Dozier, Escobar. Look. I don't think Trubisky is really that great, but go look at Trubisky's numbers and you'll be surprised how good his numbers are for the environment and situation he had to play in. Kyle, so that's the biggest reason why I hate running minis. Like, I don't like running minis if I can avoid them at all costs. because of what I just said. I don't like that aspect of it. Got Isaac Paredes, Carlton Fisk, Pavin Smith first, then Carlton Fisk. Andre Scrub on the teal wave. Oh, they might. I was going to say, I'm not sure. Kenny Pickett and Trubisky are a little bit more athletic than people think. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't run an offense very similar to how the Buffalo Bills run their offense. Jorge Polanco, Tim Hudson, Aquino, Max Muncy on the autograph going to the Dodgers. And Hector Roman. It is pretty close to filling, I was going to say. I still don't understand why that, in general, the break didn't, not necessarily snap fill, but didn't fill by itself naturally. But it is what it is. We got James Karinchak, Eddie Matthews, Jose Valverde, Ona. I got a feeling that, like, the right people aren't seeing the post. We got Dusty Baker, Biggio, because I know there's some football guys that probably didn't see it at all. We got Ken Griffey, David Bautier, another David Bautier, Andreas, Correa, Kendrick, Ian Kennedy, Willie Adames, Schwarber, Merrifield, Mauer, DeYoung. Got a Gaylord Perry on the mini diamonds for the Giants, 2 out of 70. Giants belong to Steve Matthew. All right, last box. Good luck to everyone. I would try going to the notifications and taking off notifications, Robert, and then trying to put them back on. We got Ichiro, Eddie Murray, Schwarber, Alvis Andrus, Marquez, Oswalt, Adames, Justin Turner Refractor, Robbie Ray, Joe Kelly, Delgado, DeYoung, Trent Grisham, Tim Anderson, Sammy Sosa, Bernie Williams, Alcantar, Diaz, Cabrera, Ryan Jeffers, Larry Doby, Hank Aaron, Brett Gardner, and Kevin Millar on the silver refractor. Yeah, it also filled in like 45 minutes almost. Ricky Henderson, CeCe Sabathia, Lou Gehrig, Byron Buxton, Rick Porcello, Wainwright Carrasco, Earl Weaver, Dick Allen, Zach Wheeler, Kirby Yates, J.D. Davis, Dean Kremer, Ian Happ, Corey Kluber, Tom Seaver on the refractor, Gaylord Perry, Trump, Griffey, Valverde, Wang, K-Line, Carlos Correa, and Steve Sachs. 42 out of 100. We have that Panini Value Mixer up still, too, that's almost filled. Got Juan Gonzalez, Evan White, Freddie Freeman, Dwight Gooden, Ura, Shodenson, Schoendienst, say his name, Vasquez, Justin Verlander on the X-Fractor for the Astros. Astros are going to Ant Martin. Carlos Santana, Ted Williams, Stanton, McMahon, Cisco, Ruben Sierra. Now that's a random name right there. We got Don Mattingly, Mazeroski, Viola, Jock Peterson, Marwin Gonzalez, and Tommy John. The surgery that everybody has nowadays. That'll be like 7 packs. I'll just split it in half. We got Max Kepler, Juan Moncada, Escobar, Olson, Mookie Betts, Berto Clemente, Hunter Dozier, and we have a Kent Urbeck. That's going to be a 50 out of 70 on the Urbeck going to the Twins. The Twins belong to Noah Sehuson. I will say some of the base cards are a little bit off center, but it seems like the autographs, they kind of, they're pretty well centered, to be honest, compared to what the base cards are, which is nice. It's nice that they spent the time to make sure that the cards that actually kind of matter are centered. The parallels seem to be pretty well centered, too, so that's nice that they took their time for that. The base cards, not so much, if I'm being honest. We got Bo Bichette, Choi, Chapman, JoJo Ramiro. Let's say on the green, 46 out of 99. Going to Mike McGarity. Good old JoJo. Anderson Tejada, Nate Pearson, and Lucas Giolito on the teal wave. Will Craig on the silver refractor. Jimenez, Votto, Zito, Bart, Willie Stargell, Dontrell Willis, Abreu, Clint Frazier, Bohm, Aaron Fletcher, Urias, and Mazar to wrap us up. So that's the break, boys. Let's get a quick recap of the hits. And we're going to have a teal wave, Lucas Giolito. JoJo Ramiro out of 99 for the Phillies. The Astros, Lance McCullers Jr. out of 100. Verlander in the X-Fractor. Steve Sachs out of 100 for a call on the teal wave, scrub on the teal wave. Eduardo Escobar on the X-Fractor. Dobnak on the teal wave, X-Fractor Albies. Luis Garcia on the refractor. Nick Anderson on the X-Fractor. Another rookie silver refractor, Cronenworth. And we're going to have Johnny Bench on the teal wave Merrill Kelly. X-Fractor Mundesi, X-Fractor Wood, and the teal wave Ryan Braun. In the back row, let's grab the parallels. So we have Nelson Cruz on the blue mini diamonds for the Twins, and that's going to be a 177 out of 199. Sean Doolittle on the blue mini diamonds out of 199. Zach Wheeler on the orange. It's going to be 6 out of 25 going to the Phillies and Mike McGarity. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. out of 99. 88 out of 99 going to the Nationals. Montreal Expos with a move to Washington. Franklin Kilome on the mini diamonds. 35 out of 75. Rasmussen out of 199. Gaylord Perry going to be 2 out of 70 on the mini diamonds. Going to the Giants, and the Giants belong to Steve Matthew. Then we got the Ryan Mountcastle for the Orioles and Natalie, and that's going to be a 29 out of 50. For autographs, starting us off on the base autos, we're going to have Kilome for the Mets, and that's going to be the base autograph. Brandon Lowe for the Rays, base autograph going to Patrick Seidel. We're going to have Max Muncy for the Dodgers going to Hector Roman. Have Luke Voigt on the refractor, which is going to be 190 out of 199 for the Yankees and Kyle Wellman. Kent Urbeck, which is going to be 50 out of 70 for the Twins and Noah Sehuson. We have Tyler Stevenson on the blue prism, 29 out of 99, going to the Reds and Kyle Wellman. I'm pretty sure we definitely had it one Guardian because we had Jimenez. For sure we had a Jimenez because I just remember seeing it because he's been on my mind lately because I have an out of 5 from Topps Chrome. And he's been having a good year, but he's still not selling well. So might take another year or two for stuff to sell well. He was so young when the Mets traded him that I was surprised they gave him up for Lindor. But it is what it is. I appreciate you guys getting the break. Everyone that hit, congratulations. Everybody that didn't, better luck next time. I hope to see you guys later tonight. If some other stuff fills, I'll break whatever. Deanna and Joseph are out of town, so I can break anytime. I don't have to worry about them. I'm going to go back to print out these labels and get this shipping out. So, like I said, everything except for this break and the Bowman yesterday will be shipped out. I'm going to drop it off probably tomorrow morning. I'll get it done tonight. I might have time to send out tracking tonight, but I'll probably try to send it out to work tomorrow. I appreciate you guys. If I see you later tonight, I see you. If not, hopefully we get stuff filled up so we can have some nice breaks for tomorrow. Catch y'all later. Appreciate you.